to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, both North Carolina and TCU are thrilled to start the college football season here in Ireland. Remember, this is a matchup that was last year's opening game for North Carolina, and TCU got a win in Chapel Hill. There's a lot of revenge on the line, but more importantly, just excitement to be playing here in Ireland, where we are developing so many new college football fans. North Carolina versus TCU. Cannot wait to get the ball in the air. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Horned Frogs will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's O'Neal. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And back to the air on second down. Fires left. That's caught. It's Thurman. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Out of the gun, the inside kid. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Bring in the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. On target. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. He's got his man across the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
There's so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
Motion from the wideout. He'll set up to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. But when they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. Maybe a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Craig. It's complete on the right side. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know.
He's loose down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. There's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Oh, he's got a chance. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. First carry of the season for this transfer. Shakes off the defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Wants to bring it back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The run inside. It's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Craig. Working the middle, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down, your guys got to come through. You had a good play called, receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They feed him again. Showing off the arms. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
To the air, it's O'Neal. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Craig. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback making checks. And some room to work. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He's now got 78 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Payne. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Handoff from the shotgun. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The running back has it. He's past the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Makes a catch at the 10. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big pick.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Craig. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Makes a catch. At the 35, he's loose. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
And the Tar Heels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes a connection. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one. Finds his man. It's small. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Craig. The quick out. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Sends it back in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's small. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is
first down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Payne. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. Still running at the 35. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football at that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Back to pass, it's Craig. Under fire. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Motion from the back. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Payne. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He leaves it with his back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Craig. Punts it out of the air. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, here we are. It's every quarterback's dream. You're down by a score late in the game, 2-minute situation. You get to march your offense down the field and win this game. Use your timeouts, use the sidelines, clock it when you have to, and do what you practice every day, the 2-minute drive.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Craig. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And you can consider me surprised. I didn't think they'd go for it in this situation. 4th quarter, game tied. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. Now the defense has to come out there, make sure they get some stops here, give their offense another chance to go redeem themselves.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Trying to get rid of it.
And that incompletion's okay. Again, what is the goal on this drive? The goal is to get a field goal. I don't need a touchdown. So I need to be able to take advantage of any space that they give me right here so I can make this kick shorter, make my kicker feel comfortable. Because everybody knows we're not trusting a kicker in a big moment to make a long field goal.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw it again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Quarterback extends the play. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Time to take a shot. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
To throw, it's Craig. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Goes to the option. Rides the option. He keeps it. There's a crease. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line. And they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
He might want another play. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They strike first here in overtime.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. In front of them, they have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's O'Neal. He'll pull it down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete. They are up against it. A third and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime.